think what like sets us apart from a lot of other modern music acts is, I think the core part of our sound is the four of us playing together at the same time and interacting with each other and getting that sort of energy that doesn't come from laying a track down one at a time. And I think that's really important to our live shows and the energy that happens there and why people like to come see us. Personally, like my biggest musical inspirations, like I grew up listening to the Beatles, so I love the dynamic of like three songwriters coming together with different approaches and finding a cohesive sound with that. And that's something I really value about being in a band with a bunch of other songwriters. I think there's like a certain amount of all of our identity that gets like very tied to what we create. And at the same time, what we create is very much influenced by all of our identities.
Night. We have a show with Noah Florsch. He's a good buddy. He's got some really cool music. We're opening up the Basement East. Super cool. And we're gonna play in his band for the second set. So we'll be on stage the whole night. Jake and I met at a music room jam session. So for those who don't know, music room is like a organization that was at Vanderbilt. We're jamming. I showed him a song idea. He's like, "That's really cool." Yeah, I was like, "Hey, thank you." And he started working out with me too, and I was like, "This is really going well." And we were like, "We really would love to make a band together. Like, let's do this." I mean, from the jump, we had like such good support, like incredible support from just playing these live shows, which was like so nice. Like just people in Nashville who came to see other acts that we were on the bill with, ended up really liking us, and that was really cool. We started to have people coming to our shows regularly, and that was awesome. And it was interesting because those people didn't come necessarily for our music; they came for the covers we were doing. But they ended up like a lot of them ended up staying, which is really, really cool.
Chris, I guess we're just gonna change our usual Edgehill stage plot to sort of match this.
Which is, you'll be on my left.
Yeah.
You guys,
Does bass have to be over there?
Well, just we're setting up all the amps this way.
you guys have an hour sound check and a 30-minute changeover. If you guys want to have your usual, you can, and then we'll just switch it
Yeah,
for
that's
changeover.
fine.
You want to? Well, then we
So I started making TikToks, like right after TikTok came out, honestly, and just almost as like a story post on your Instagram. I wasn't looking to like blow up or anything like that. I just wanted to like, you know, post music videos that like my friends could see and stuff. And I made a video with my mom singing "Best Friend" by Rex Orange County, which was like my favorite song at the time.
Oh, I should have stayed at home. My favorite song. 'Cause right now I see all these people.
And that video ended up getting like 1.3 million views or something. And like that moment, like definitely changed like the rest of the trajectory of everything.
But I lost your name.
And it's been really cool for us because Look Around did well because I posted on my TikTok and we posted videos and they did pretty well. And it was cool because people comment are like, "I can't wait for this to come out." Like they never would have heard that song before. Like pre-TikTok, how are you discovering music like that? Like you're just not.
You're my silver lining, so confided.
We all have a lot of commitments outside of the band, and it's really hard to align four people's lives at the same time. I work for Capital One as a business analyst, and I work remotely, which is cool.
My work-music balance has been ass. It's been ass. I'm really working on it. I work so much right now, mainly just because I got scheduled a lot. Like,
It's not really your fault.
yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Obviously, why am I doing this in a year if I'm just gonna work the whole time? And I'm making enough money, like to work with the point where like I don't need to be working as much. So
It is crazy, especially like for me personally. I've been like, there's so much work that goes into music before you get to that level where you can make even a little bit of money from it. That it is crazy to be making any amount of money from it. So
Enough to pay rent recently. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially doing original music.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I've played a lot of like cover sets and stuff like that do make pretty good money, but it's like very soul sucking and not a lot of fun. So it's kind of rare to find a group where you get to play original music and get compensated pretty well.
My name's Hannah.
I'm Laura Beth.
We're here to see Edgehill and Noah.
They were just like on my Spotify, like, you might like this song. And I did like that song.
I saw them on TikTok and they were doing a cover of like some, I can't even remember what it was. I actually originally came to this show because I found out that Edgehill was here.
I think I might know every lyric to every song.
Their music's sick.
Yeah.
Like the vocal range, the tones, it's awesome.
Another really hard thing is just like dealing with numbers and like motivation there.
Making good art doesn't really align a lot of the time, in my opinion, with like making like a profit. And so getting profit incentives like too deeply embedded in the creation of art spoils it a lot of the time. There's a lot of gross leeches in the music world. I don't like it. The music world's the business side of things is very gross.
Anything that's consumed is profitable. And people who only care about money and maybe a little bit care about music, or started off caring about music but only care about money, are going to want to make that as consumed as possible, not just for you but for themselves.
From like very early on, we've had people like say to us like, you guys have so much potential. If you change these things about yourself and do this, then you could really like be so much more successful.
Ton of fucking energy.
Let's get lit.
Let's get lit. That's fine. I have a lot. Our bond with each other is like, it's like your standard friendship, but enhanced and way more complicated. But like, so much more colorful, is what I would put it.
I mean, yeah, it's just a very high level of connection beyond friendship, like we were saying. And
I think it's like family.
It is like family, yeah.
People you dedicatedly play music with is like family.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of unconditional love. Like, I think that's one part about the family thing, is like, we're living together. I mean, Aiden's not living with us because we actually don't like him.
Exactly.
But we're living together, and a lot of it just comes with like understanding, and you know, like you don't need to always be. It's not like a high stakes interaction every time you're talking. Like, it's just like comfortable, and we all have this greater goal in mind. And like in a family, the greater goal is the family, and for us, the greater goal is like what we create in the band, and it's a lot like a family in that way.